All right. Hello, Katerina. Happy new day to you and to
Hello.
all of you watching. Thank you for joining us again.
Happy New Day to you too.
Thank you. Thank you. I This is our opportunity this to expand on RIMPAGE's founding principles, where
Mhm.
we elaborate further on those. And ultimately, what we want to do is empower all of you who are watching. And we do it for free because
Mm.
you absolutely can do it for free and you can start today. That's the wonderful thing about it. So, Katerina, please tell us what we're talking about today.
I love the subject that we're talking about. Perhaps it's not the first time we have touched upon this,
Hmm.
but we want to, as you say, we want to elaborate a bit more because it is important. We're talking about being called to give more because there is something in that feeling. And I have a hunch that we all feel this at some point in our life,
That's
right?
what I was thinking too. And immediately when you said it, I thought about that. All of us are feeling that. I'll
Yes.
bet you everyone who's watching us has felt that call inside of them to give
Right.
more.
Yes. And whether we do something that we are passionate about, like we were talking last week in the previous week, or we are just discovering what our passion is, or maybe we out of necessity we have to do something that maybe we are not that passionate about, but all of us will at some point experience this feeling of I am giving just enough, but there is
Hmm.
more inside
Yeah.
me that I have to give, right? That
And
is,
and
yes, go ahead.
in order to give more, you have to be more. And
Yes.
so it's a call to level up and
Mhm.
to fulfill your potential. It's
Yes.
a wonderful thing.
It is, isn't it? It's lovely because we are born to expand. So
Right,
we're not
right,
born complete. We are born with this desire to become more. And in becoming more, what are we accumulating that more for? If it isn't to be shared with all there is,
right,
right?
right.
So we share what we are and who we are with as a contribution to everyone else, what everyone else is doing, right? So it just elevates the collective contributions, it elevates
Right.
the collective consciousness, it connects us closer with one another. And it also elevates us in spirit. We become closer um, to that designer
Yeah.
creator of life, right? On some level we are aware of this. So
Right, right.
this calling inside us is that connection with the highest self, and that's why it's an unmistakable feeling.
Yes.
But how do we connect that in our day-to-day living? How do we detect this voice? How do we tap
I,
into it?
I think it's something within that we need only listen to and recognize it when it's there. I think we all feel it, that
Mhm,
desire to it's I think it starts as a desire. We see a need and
mhm.
there's just a natural desire to meet that need. And it's just paying attention to that and not ignoring it and going about your day. The thing is we were all we were born to do more than just survive
Mm,
from day to day.
mm.
But
Yes.
if we can get into a mode where that's all we're doing is just surviving from day to day, but
Mm.
with a little bravery and a little quiet time to
Yes.
listen to that, I think we can
Mhm.
find it. We can hear it.
Absolutely. I think the call is not to become complacent, right? To know that irrelevant of where we are
Hmm.
on our journey, there is always more to be experienced.
Yeah.
So not to think that I have now achieved all there is to achieve in my life, even though I may have another 5 or 10 years ahead of me, or 20 or 30 or 50
Yes.
in some
Yes.
cases, right? We don't know how long our journey is.
Right.
But without becoming too comfortable or complacent, as I said, there is more to be discovered, and there is more
Yes.
to be opened up, because the gifts inside us, are they can only be improved, refined when we are open to share them with the world.
Right. Yeah.
When we try to, take a piece of sun
Uh-huh.
ray, right, and hide behind the closed window, uh,
Right.
it doesn't work. We're not
Right.
satisfied, we're not fulfilled. There is no feeling of connection when we do something like that. So to polish our treasures behind closed doors just with oneself
Right.
isn't fulfilling.
Right. It's
Our
like
gifts are meant to be shared.
we were created to meet each other's needs.
Mm,
That's interesting. And
mm,
even when you may feel like you don't have anything,
yes.
chances are you have something. So even if it's nothing more than an encouraging word or nothing
Mhm.
more than a smile you offer someone or just sharing your story with someone so they can know that someone else has gone through this and they survived it and maybe I can too.
Yes.
On down to the skills that we all have some way of connecting with others and meeting others' needs.
Yes. You see, I like to think of sportists also as artists.
Yes,
We
yes,
we share who we are. We share our gift with the world. It isn't ours to judge how someone will interpret that, whether that will be an entertainment for that, for them to see, or whether that will be a hope. Maybe that's a hope for
right,
them. Maybe that is something that will spark their own belief in themselves when we do that. But
yeah,
it gives us this feeling of achieving more, of being
right.
connected with more of
I
who
want to
we
I
are
want to share.
when we
Oh,
share.
I'm
No, go
sorry
ahead,
about that.
Afin.
But just wanted to share what I tell my players when
Mm,
they join RIMPAGE, is I tell them what fans want. The reason we have heroes in sports is three things.
mm,
Fans want the entertainment, of course. They want to see someone do amazing things that they wish they
yes.
could do.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be inspired.
Mm-hmm.
And last, they want something to believe in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm reminded of my favorite team, the Chicago Bulls, when I was growing up, when they had Michael Jordan and Pippen.
Mm-hmm.
That team gave me something to believe in. It's like when they won championships, I won.
Mm.
And no matter who they were up against, I had this belief in them that they were
Yes.
going to pull through and they were going to win. I
Mm.
think that's all of us. We can
Yes.
all
Yes.
we can do that. We can entertain, we can inspire, we can give people something to believe in. I
Yes.
think that's the call. We're called
Yes.
to do that.
That's it. And in doing that, we are giving more. We are giving more. And in giving more, we are becoming more.
Right.
That's
Right.
a beautiful connection there, right? And that circle then is in motion. It
Mhm.
isn't this feeling of isolation or separation from all there is. But when we do that, we feel connected. We feel connected. We feel inspired. We feel like my life is moving forward. There is a purpose to this. There is a great purpose.
Right.
And in that feeling, there is this infinite possibility of realizing all that we were born to become. Without it, I don't think we have as much of a chance to get there.
Right. You know what's
Mm.
interesting is you ask anyone, any age, what is it that you really, really want to do with your life? And they'll tell you the general answer, I want to help people.
Mm.
We all feel that inside. We want to help people.
We have said that before, and that is so very true. And even if if even if we're not helping directly, like somebody who is a nurse, perhaps, who is helping somebody recover into
Mhm.
their good health, um, even with giving someone hope, even in making someone feel good about themselves,
Yes.
in encouraging someone to believe in the possibility of realizing all of their dreams,
Right. Or
right?
discovery.
We are
Or
in
for some
search
people,
of
it's research. Like some people go really far
something.
into research on a particular topic and they discover something of value and they come back and share it with all of us. And we're all better because of that information that they researched.
Absolutely. So when we remain connected with ourselves, we're more connected with each other and we're more connected with the possibility of realizing all that we were born to become. We're closer to our purpose.
So, so becoming aligned with our purpose,
Hmm.
answering that call to serve more, ultimately is what connects us.
Yes. Yes, I have a feeling.
And then when we're passionate about it, we feel great about it. So we feel great. We help other people feel great.
Mhm.
Oh, you see how it's all connected?
It's all connected, right? And if we cut ourselves off from that, then we feel isolation. We feel this pain of disconnect, because
Yes.
connected with one another, we're more connected with all there is.
Yes. Let me ask you, how
Mm.
so let's say someone out there is resonating with this and they feel that call to serve more,
Mhm.
but maybe they're afraid, or maybe they don't know how, or maybe they're waiting for someone to come along and pick them and say, yes, go ahead and do that. What would
Mm.
you say to that person to help them get started?
Mm. I would say decide to wake up brave today, and imagine that no one is coming to pick you. No one
Yeah.
is more qualified than you yourself to answer that calling inside you. So we're not suggesting that you answer someone else's calling, but your
Right,
own calling to contribute more
right,
where you feel called to contribute.
right.
And
Like
you
maybe
will know this, right? You will
yeah,
know this by your feeling. What makes you feel good is what you should do more of.
and you'll naturally do it better.
Yes,
You'll
and
do
it
it
will lead you
longer.
in the direction of where you need to be, unmistakably, unmistakably. And you will happen upon many paths in your life until you
Mhm.
reach the right one. You may not get it right straight out the gate, but
You
that
know
is
what?
the delightful, adventure of the of a life, is to
Yes,
search for that right path.
adventure.
Yes.
Adventure, and the other word you said, bravery. You do
Mhm,
have to be brave when you're picking yourself. It
mhm,
feels safer when someone who has all the resources and all the money and everyone behind you, the whole team behind you, they come along and say, we choose you to do this. That
mhm.
feels safer. But to
Yeah.
just answer a little voice inside and to
Mm.
go with it and to become passionate about it and devote yourself to it, that takes some bravery,
Yes.
because we always risk rejection. Like the world may not receive it, but I'll bet you they will. It's
Yes.
something about that. If you will answer that call, you will find that you are serving and that you're helping others.
Absolute. I believe there is more passion inside us when we pick ourselves rather than when someone else
Yes,
picks us,
yes,
right? There is more
yes,
passion there. And as you said, passion is the fuel to get to our dream. So
yes,
we don't want to run out of that fuel. We want it to be authentic. We want it to be our own. So this is just a little invitation to look where
yeah.
you could be giving more. Yes?
Right.
Don't
Passion is the
don't hold
fuel.
back. Don't hold back on being who you are. Be
Go
authentic
for it.
to who you are. Absolutely go for it.
Go for
Give your all. Give your all and you will be surprised. You will stop worrying about people you don't resonate with, because you're never meant to resonate with everyone. We don't resonate with everyone, and that's
it.
okay with us. But the people
Yes,
you resonate with, that is an amazing connection there.
right. I think that's another good point for us to understand, is that we're not here to solve, like, no one of us was put here to solve all the problems. You're not going to solve all the problems. You're not going to please everybody. Not everyone is your audience.
Exactly.
Understand that. Not everyone is your audience, but you do have your audience. And if you will answer that call, you will serve that audience. That's
Yes.
all you need to be concerned about.
And they are waiting because they cannot connect all of these dots by themselves. They are waiting for you.
And you are uniquely equipped for that
Yes.
call. Your
Yes.
personality, your perseverance, your perspective, that
Nobody
desire
can
inside of you.
do better than you.
Right, right. Who better than you? Yes, right. Absolutely. Who better than you to do it? That's empowering. That's
That's it.
empowering.
I think we got it, Patrick. I think the message is right here in those words.
Yes, who better than you?
Amazing.
So do it. Do
Do
it.
it. Yes.
Get
Show up.
started.
Show up. Just say, yes, I am here. I am ready. And just give what's on your heart. And here's the little hint: we do exactly that, what we are suggesting to you, and we're
Yes,
having a great time in the
yes.
process.
I assure you, I did not get a call from the government saying we pick you to do this. This is it's just something we want to give, and we enjoy giving it.
Mhm. And many, many people receive this with great joy and inspires them. So we are here for you. Tell us how these words are resonating with you. Leave us your comments, ask your questions, and shall we come back next Monday, Patrick,
Let's
to
do it.
talk
I
more
love
about?
it. I love it. I enjoy doing this with you, Katerina. Thank you so much. And thank you all for watching.
Me too. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and we will see you next Monday.
See you